Good morning, students. This is Module 5, Class 1, Automobile Emission Control System. So, what are the outlines we'll see? So, we are going to study what are different types of air pollutants which are obtained by the automobiles. Okay. So, what are photochemical smog and causes? Then, how exactly we can control the emissions? Okay, in automotive sector. So there are different like controlling mechanisms devices will be there here. One is crankcase emissions. Okay, in our engine crankcase will be there. Through that emissions are obtained. Evaporative emissions like carburetor if you take. Okay, the petrol and air when it mixes, when it enters into the carburetor, that nozzle it will try to atomize and vaporize. At that time, some of the vapors it will try to spread it into atmosphere. That is one type of evaporative emissions. Okay, then exhaust gas emissions, air fuel mixture emissions, combustion emissions, then exhaust gas recirculation emissions. So how exactly you can treat the exhaust gases? Air injection system. Okay, then catalytic converter. So what is this catalytic converter? So in front of the silencer, before exhausting the gases, in front of that one like catalytic converter is the device is kept such that whatever the nitrogen oxide or carbon monoxide it will try to absorb. There are certain the materials are used in this catalytic converter. Okay, those materials like titanium or any other material will try to absorb the carbon monoxide oxides or nitrogen oxides. Okay, then pure gases will be left behind to the atmosphere from the exhaust silencer. Okay, we shall see. Okay, fine. Then what is this mobiles? What are the different mobile sources of which are produced by air pollution? So there are different mobile sources which includes motor vehicles, aeroplanes, locomotives and other engines. So broad classification, there are road sources will be there are non-road sources will be there. In road sources, cars, light duty, heavy duty trucks, buses, motorbikes. Okay, so non-road sources which are not on the road, aircraft, motorboats. So again in that diesel and gasoline will be there, locomotives. Okay, construction equipments. So these are broad classification regarding the mobile sources. Okay, then what are the types of emissions? Okay, there are evaporative emissions. I told you evaporative emissions means which are gets evaporated. Like if I take petrol quickly try to evaporates, then it will spread it into the atmosphere. Those are called as evaporative emissions. So those evaporative emissions may be from carburetor or crankcase. So how exactly you can say crankcase? Crankcase is where exactly in our engine 4T or 2T oil is used. Okay, why? Those acts as a coolants. So as the mechanical parts are rotated, the friction will be generated or heat will be generated. Those heat it is absorbed by these oils. So at that time what happens, it increases the high temperature of that oil. Okay, so as the temperature of that oil increases, it will try to get evaporated. Okay, those are called as crankcase emissions. Then refueling losses from the fuel tank. So as it is kept from the fuel tank, it will try to get evaporated. Then exhaust emissions from the silencer. Okay, what are the exhaust emissions again? So one is carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide, then aldehyde and other emissions like hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide gases, ash, dust, sulfuric acid. Okay, then smoke and particulate. Okay, in that smoke and particulate again there is a white and black smoke will be there. What is exactly that white smoke? It says by liquid droplets of lubricating oil and fuel oil, that is called as white smoke. Black smoke, so incomplete combustion of the fuel. When the fuel is not burnt completely from the silencer, we are getting black smoke. Okay, then what are exhaust emissions? Okay, so otherwise those exhaust emissions, those are called as incomplete combustion of the fuel. If you see the equation, any propane C8H18 burns with oxygen, okay, gives carbon dioxide and water vapor. If I balance that equation, that balance of that equation won't balance, because the fuel is totally, it is incomplete burn, or the fuel will be incomplete. Okay, so that is called as incomplete combustions. So any device if you take, or any like machine if you take, okay, so those, it will be like incomplete combustion of fuel will be there. Okay, these are the types of emissions where exactly the emissions are obtained from these different ways. Fine. Then what are types of auto emissions? If you see the diagram, okay, if you see the bonnet, then one is called as evaporative emissions. Okay, you can see. So from that evaporative emissions, one is hydrocarbons. Okay, volatile organic compounds, VOC, volatile organic compounds are obtained, emissions. Then like one more from the tires, if you see, so abrasion of tires or friction with roads. Okay, so that is called as abrasion, means small particulate matter. Those are called as a particulate matter. Otherwise, it is indicated as PM. Okay, when I apply a brake, okay, sudden. So what happens? Like small dust will be obtained, or small powder will be obtained. That is called as particulate matter. Then evaporator emissions. Then abrasive of tires. From that, emissions are obtained. Refueling losses. Okay, so from the fuel, so losses will be obtained. Then exhaust emissions. Okay, from the exhaust emissions, already we have talked. One is carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbon, nitrogen oxide, and particulate matter. Okay, so these are called as types of what exactly the emissions which are obtained from auto. Then what is air pollution reasons? What are the reasons in air pollution? So incomplete combustion of carbonaceous fuel. So if the fuel is not burned completely, okay, then evaporation losses, exhaust emissions, okay, so low quality of fuel. These are the reasons for the air pollution. Fine. Then what is air pollution? So pollution is a change in background concentrated. Change in background concentrated. Okay. So any substance introduced into the environment that adversely affect the useful of a resource, that is called as the pollution. Okay. So pollution happens because no process is 100% efficient. So each process produces pollution. Okay. Then what is air pollution? Can be defined as one or more contaminants or combination such quantities and of such durations as may be or tend to injurious to human. That is one purpose. Animal or plant life or property, which unreasonably interferes with the comfortable enjoyment of life or a property or conduct of business. Okay, so this is called exactly what exactly the air pollution means. What are the sources and classification? What are the sources to obtain air pollution? One is natural, one is man-made or anthropogenic. Okay, so natural means pollen grains which are obtained from flowers or etc. Okay, volcanic eruptions. Okay, when the volcanic will try to like explode. Okay, then forest fires, dust storms, especially in Saudi, dust storms will be there, spores, bacteria and other microorganisms. What are man-made? Industrial units, thermal power plants, automobile exhaust, fossil fuels, burning, mining, nuclear explosion. These are man-made sources, okay, where exactly the air pollution is obtained. Okay. Then one is stationary, okay, which are stationary. Like if you take generators, those are stationary. Mobiles, automobiles, okay. So in that again point source, large stationary sources will be there like power plants, nuclear power plants. Okay, those are called as stationary source. Area source, small stationary source, and mobile sources with indefinite routes. Okay, line source. Okay, mobile source with definite routes. Substance dwelling temporarily or permanently in the air. That is one will be there, which will be permanently in the air, or which may be temporarily it will be there. So alters the environment by interfering with the health, the comfort, or the food chain, or by interfering with the property values of the people. As pollutant can be solid, okay, liquid or gases will be there. Pollutants may be solid, liquid, or gases. It may originate from natural or anthropogenic source, or otherwise it is man-made source. So pollutant can be grouped into two categories. One is primary pollutants, one is secondary pollutants. Okay. So what is primary pollutants? Which are emitted directly from identifiable sources. Okay. Then secondary sources which are produced in the atmosphere when certain chemical reaction takes place among primary pollutants. Okay. When there is a chemical process takes place with the primary, it will be a secondary pollutants. So primary pollutants will be, so major it includes particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, volatile organic compounds, carbon monoxide, and lead. So if you see the chart, so what they are, where they come from. So first diagram, if you see pie chart, this is called as pie chart. Okay. So carbon monoxide 49.1%, then sulfur oxides, the pollutants which are obtained from primary. Okay. Sulfur oxide 16, then volatile 13, then nitrogen 14.8. Where they come from? Okay. Then if you see carbon monoxide, transportation 46.2% it will be obtained from transportation. Then like if you see particulates, I told you what are particulates, either it may be the losses may be from the fuel tank, or when I apply a brake from the tires, the dust is obtained, or the rubber dust will be obtained. Those are called as particulates. Okay. Then that will be 9%, miscellaneous 9%. Then like industrial process 15%. Okay. So these are exactly primary pollutants. Okay. Then sources of primary, where exactly, how exactly the source is obtained, not to obtain primary pollutants. So created by humans, the red color block you can see, it is created by humans, primary pollutants. Okay. So what are the like the pollutants that are created by humans? Combustion process, chemical process, nuclear or atomic processes, roasting, heating, refining process, mining, quarrying, farming. Okay. Then accentuated by humans, volcanoes, breaking seas, pollen, terpences, then fire, blowing dust, bacteria, viruses. These are called as yellow color. If you see, it is called as a natural, and red color if you see, it is called as the pollutants that are obtained by man-made. Okay. So some primary air pollutants react with one another or with other chemicals to form secondary. So secondary can be obtained. So when it mixes with one or more the chemicals with the primary, react with the primary air pollutants, it will become a secondary pollutants. So if you see here, so whatever the emissions that are obtained from this vehicle or mobile source. Okay. So you can see the sources from first figure, from volcano you can see. Okay. Then that is called as a natural. Stationary, you can see the factories, I told you, those are called as stationary air pollution. Okay. Mobile source air pollution by vehicles, those mobile source exhaust gases, again it will enter into the atmosphere. Okay. Then carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, nitrogen dioxide, most hydrocarbon, most suspended particles, those are form primary pollutants. These are primary pollutants which created by man. Okay. Then from natural sources again it enter into the atmosphere, again it will become a primary pollutants. Secondary pollutants, those gases mixes with, it will react with the atmospheric air, chemical reaction will take place, again it will form a secondary pollutants like sulfur dioxide, okay, nitrate, hydrogen nitrate, sulfuric acid, okay, then oxides, so nitrous oxides, okay, salts, etc., those will become a secondary pollutants. Fine. Then, so atmospheric sulfuric acid is one example of secondary, because the sulfur dioxide mixes with water or H2O, it will form a sulfuric acid. So sulfur dioxide, it is obtained from primary. Primary reacts with like water vapor, forms a sulfuric acid, it will become a secondary pollutant. So air pollution in urban and industrial areas is often called as a smog. Industrial areas, okay, in urban and industrial areas it is called as a smog. So otherwise it is called as photochemical smog. A noxious mixture of gases and particles is produced when strong sunlight, okay, strong sunlight triggers photochemical reactions. So in coming chapter, in coming subtopic, I'll talk about this, what is photochemical smoke. So what happens, a noxious solution or the poisonous gases, mixture of gases and particles is produced when strong sunlight triggers photochemical reactions in the atmosphere, okay. The major component of photochemical smoke is ozone, okay. So major pollutant sources and effects. So one is called as carbon monoxide. So let us talk about the different air pollutions, what are its effects, okay, what are its sources, okay. So I am talking about the major pollutants, the sources, how exactly the source, from which source it is obtained, then what are its effects, okay. One is called as carbon monoxide. So it is colorless, odorless, tasteless gas, no effect at normal concentration, okay, 0.1 parts per million, but higher concentration seriously affect. So what are the sources? Volcanoes, natural gas emissions, seed germination contribute to carbon monoxide, okay. Then what are the, so transport sector contribute 75% carbon monoxide, which are in danger, okay. So residential wood burning 10%, industrial 15%. These are the sources of major pollutants that is obtained by carbon monoxide, okay. If you see transportation 75%, okay, then other industries 2.4, pulp or paper 2%, aluminum smelters, okay, 9%, other sources 0.2, residential wood 10.6%. What are the effects of this carbon monoxide? Reduce oxygen carrying capacity of blood, it will reduce the oxygen, decrease in vision and causes cardiovascular disorders. Then second major pollutant, if you see carbon dioxide, fossil fuel combustion, okay. So jet plane use oxygen and release carbon dioxide. One is fossil fuel combustion, okay, jet planes, burning effects, burning. So from the burning also it will try to obtain carbon dioxide. What are its effects? Causes headache and nausea, effect on climate, increase global temperature. This is second major pollutants. Then what is the third major pollutants? One is oxides of nitrogen, NOx. We can call it as nitrogen oxides or oxides of nitrogen. Contain groups nitrogen oxide, NO2, N2O. Fuel, what are the sources? Fuel combustion in automobiles and industries, lightning. So from lightning also. Forest fires, natural ionizing radiations, from the radiations also. Okay, what are they for? Reduced blood carrying capacity, causes lungs problem. This is third major pollutants, okay, the sources and the effects. If you see the NOx, okay, so pulp and paper, like cement plants and other sources, transportation, it is 84% it is obtained. Transportation, the NOx is obtained the highest percentage. Oxides of sulfur, generally called SOx, include sulfur dioxide, okay, 67% sulfur oxides of sulfur pollution due to volcanoes activities and other natural sources, remaining due to fossil fuel burning, transportation, industrial activities. Affect respiratory problems, marble, clothes, paper, leather also affected, plants also heavily affected. So this is what exactly the percentage that can be obtained by sulfur dioxide. So hydrocarbons, these include methane, ethylene, acetylene, turpentines, okay, or terpenes. Sources include coal fields, natural fires, incomplete combustion, forest fires, agriculture burning. Okay, if you see the figure, okay, what are the effects? If you see the figure, the leaves due to this hydrocarbon, how exactly it will try to the damaged. Okay, so from ozone, so damaged plants, rubber materials, fabric and paints. Then what are fifth, the major pollutants will be particulate matters. So particles of different substances suspended in the air, okay, so which are suspended in the air in the form of solid particles or liquid particles. Particles vary widely in size. Different particulate matters are aerosols, dust, smoke, fumes, mist, fog, fly ash, etc. These are called as particulate matters. So fine particles come from variety of sources: diesel, trucks and buses, construction equipment, power plants, wood stoves, that is wildfires. These are the particulate matters that can be obtained. Also chemical reactions in the atmosphere can transform gases into a fine particles. Okay. So how small is particulate matter? You can see the figure. Imagine a stand of human hair. The human hair, if you take hair cross section, if you take a hair, the hair cross section, if you see, so particulate matter in diameter, if you see, so particulate matter in diameter, okay. So this much amount of particulate matter will try to spread in the atmosphere, will try to like be in the atmosphere, okay. So residential, wood burning, other sources, pulp, paper, aluminum, you can see the percentage there. So transportation 17.1% will be there, okay. So major particulate matter will be from the transportation, because fuel losses from the tires, abrasive, okay, matter will be obtained. What are the effects? Premature death, okay, asthma, respiratory symptoms, chronic bronchitis, decreased lung function, shortness of breath. So people with existing heart and lung disease, as well as the elderly and okay and children, are particularly at risk. This is the effects that will be obtained from particulate matter. So what are the factors affecting human health? Nature of pollutants, concentration of the pollutants, duration of exposure, state of health of receptor, age group of receptor. Okay. So if you see the factors of air pollution on the plant, so first of all, the emissions are obtained from the atmosphere. Already emissions will be there. From that emissions, acid deposition, sulfur dioxide, bands, nitrous oxide, oxides, okay, directly it will try to directly damage to the leaves and barks of trees, reduce photosynthesis and growth, increase the susceptibility to drought, extreme cold, insects, mosses and disease organisms. You can see what are the like the factors that can be obtained when the tree death takes place, okay. So again what happens? Reduced nutrients, again solid acidification, the acid rain, okay, leaches of soil nutrients, acids, release of toxic metal ions, okay. Again it will affect as the trees absorb from the roots, again it will, root damage will be the reduced nutrient and water uptake, okay. This is the effects of air pollution on plants, okay. Then you can see decreased yield in agriculture, suppressed growth of vegetables, leaf injury and damage to young plants, decreased growth rate and increased death rate. We shall see next what is this photochemical smog. A smog is a mixture of smoke plus fog. Then what is photochemical smog? So smoke plus fog. Then what is this photochemical smog? So photochemical smog is an air pollution formed when photons of sunlight, I'll repeat, photons of sunlight hit molecules of different kinds of pollutants in the atmosphere. So high rate of temperature or high rate of sunlight rays, when it hits the molecules of different kinds of pollutants in the atmosphere, it is called as photochemical smog. You can see the figure. The sunlight rays hits the dust or the chemicals in the atmosphere, nitrogen oxides, volatile organic compound, and peroxyated nitrate, then photochemical smog is obtained. So high concentration of sunlight rays when it falls on the nitrogen oxide which are obtained in the atmosphere, volatile organic compound plus peroxyactivity and nitrate, or that is one type of chemicals. So all together, put together, it will be obtained photochemical smog. So nitrogen oxide mostly comes from the smoke of vehicles. Then again this smoke, it will try to enter into the atmosphere. The sunlight ray hits this. This like exhaust gases. Again some type of chemicals are obtained, that is called as nitrogen oxides. Then volatile organic compounds are emitted as the gases from certain solids or liquids. It includes variety of chemicals, some of which have short or long term adverse health. Then emitted by array of products numbering in thousands. Example like paint, pesticide, building materials and furnishing, glues and adhesives, etc. PAN. Then PAN are secondary pollutants, which means they are not directly emitted as exhaust from power plants or internal combustion engines, but they are formed from other pollutants by chemical reaction in the atmosphere. Then health effects, it can cause anything from minor pain to deadly diseases such as lung cancer, wheezing. Then smoke can irritate, inflame pulmonary membranes, chest pains, coughing, throat infection, etc. Asthma. Smoke slowly ruins lungs to an extent as great as that of cigarettes. So what are the causes? Try to use, how it can be avoided, this photochemical smoke. Try to use the vehicles at minimal level and check the engine's smoke emissions. Otherwise you can ride the bicycle. That is what it means. Minimize the vehicles means, so alternative is bicycles. Use the bicycles to minimize the emissions. Prevent high usage of coals, which results in heavy smoke. Results of fumes from metal working and other industrial plants. Fumes, avoid fumes. Buy green electricity produced by low or even zero pollution facilities. Reduced pesticide use on plants especially. Consumers can reduce volatile organic compound emission by avoiding paints with labels that clearly indicate VOC limits are high. You can reduce emissions by which are having that labels. Switching to water based paint is also useful. So at last, let's start living and stop existing and save our Mother Earth. Thank you one and all. Next class we shall see what are automotive emission control system, what are the different the emission devices which can be controlled by these automotive sectors. Thank you one and all.